What's up, nerds? Britton Peele here for DallasNews.com, and I'm going to try to keep this short so I can head over to Dallas Comic-Con Fan Days, which is taking place at the Irving Convention Center this weekend. Speaking of comics, the next few years of movies based on comic books got a lot clearer this week when Warner Brothers announced a ton of titles and dates for upcoming DC superhero flicks that they're working on. The biggest two movies are sure to be Justice League Part 1 and 2, which are coming our way 2017 and 2019 respectively. They'll be directed by Zack Snyder, who you probably know from Watchmen or Man of Steel. But the Justice League characters can't all be contained in a couple of films, so you can expect to see a ton of movies based on individual characters between now and 2020. I'm personally excited for the Wonder Woman flick that's on the way, but you can also expect to see the likes of The Flash, Aquaman, and Green Lantern, which probably won't be played by Ryan Reynolds this time around. You can find more dates and casting details at DallasNews.com/geek, as well as a huge list of all the superhero movies coming out over the next 6 years. And because Marvel isn't one to let DC hog all the movie spotlight, they've got big plans for their cinematic future as well. Variety reported earlier this week that Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man will be making an appearance in Captain America 3. That in and of itself isn't a huge deal because crossovers are bound to happen at this point, but what's interesting is that according to Variety's sources, Iron Man's appearance will actually set up the fan favorite Civil War storyline that would ultimately pit Iron Man and Captain America against each other in a truly epic battle between groups of heroes. It would be a perfect stage on which to set the third Avengers movie, so my fingers are crossed. Lastly, Apple announced some new hardware this week, most notably the Apple iPad Air 2 and the new iMac. The iPad upgrade is more or less what you'd expect. It's a lot more powerful, the screen is better, and it's even thinner than its predecessors. The new iMac, on the other hand, is perhaps most notable because of its screen, which Apple says will support resolutions up to 5K. Considering that most TVs hitting the market right now are bragging about their 4K as the next big thing in picture quality, it's an interesting move for Apple to make. For more Apple details, as well as some recent video game reviews and more news, check out DallasNews.com/geek. See you next week.